What's going on, guys? Welcome to NinjaCast here on shredcast.com. We really should change that. We really should get it off shredcast.com. I need to get a new website. Maybe even call this a different show. I don't know, but here we are, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Usually we're here on Thursday, but today we're here on Friday. And the reason I ditched you guys yesterday is because the guys from Metro Skateboarding, cool YouTube channel, check it out. Also a cool Instagram. Those guys came out to Las Vegas for a ditch skating tour, and I wanted to skate with them. So, fuck you guys. I don't got time for y'all. I'd rather go skating. Anyway, they're going to be coming out with a montage about their trip, and it's pretty crazy. I don't want to overhype it too much because I only spent one day with them, but I think it was a 3-day tour. So they came out here and they fucking slept outside. And it gets cold here. It's a desert. They slept outside at a skate spot, the reservoir. You know, you guys have probably seen it. And I don't know. Should be fun. I'm in the video. I think I got either one trick or two tricks. I don't know, but it should be fun. And I did get a little Stone Cold Steve Austin impression at the end of their video. So if you like Stone Cold, if you like Stone Cold, you need to check out youtube.com/ I think it's Metro 236. I'm not sure, but if you just type in Metro Skateboarding, you'll find it. So that's why I wasn't here yesterday. I've also been under the weather. And it's not because I got sick with the flu. It's not because I got sick with a cold. It's because I ate what I believe to be expired Cheerios, and I got food poisoning. And unbeknownst to me, I thought food poisoning lasted like a day. So my stomach hurt for, 12 hours. Then I shit my brains out for like 12 hours, and I was like, oh man, this is going to be cool. I'm going to be good now. Wrong. It is day 3. It is now day 3, and I'm still shitting my fucking brains out. So if we have to take like a commercial break sometime this episode or something like that, it's because I need to shit. And what they don't tell you about food poisoning or whatever the fuck it is I got, it just, like I said earlier, you don't see it coming. Number one, I think it was Cheerios. Look, I ate the Cheerios and I was just like, hey, you know what? Fuck it, dog. I'm a tough guy. Man, bring it on. I ain't scared of no fucking Cheerios. I ain't scared of no Cheerios. Who are you gonna call? About to take a shit all over the fucking house. So what happens is I get this warning like, that's what my stomach says. And then that's a 30-second countdown. From that moment, you have 30 seconds to get to a toilet. And if you don't get to the toilet within 30 seconds, rain, shine, sleet, or snow, you are shitting your fucking pants. Okay? And you have the option. Only you can control diarrhea. You have the option to either make it to a bathroom or find somewhere safe, away from children and shit. Away from women and children. Yeah, you gotta make it happen. But one of the cool things about this Metro tour is, if you want to talk about the definition of a man, I spent the whole day skating and I held the shit in. I just flexed my cake muscles, and I just kept that fucking watery dookie imprisoned. And I tell you what, man, when I got home, oh Lord Jesus, it was like Fukushima just went off. It was not pretty, man. It was. You ever see them? You ever see them weird commercials or them weird paintings where people just like they cover themselves in paint and they like flick it on the wall and then they run and they jump on the wall, and then the painting is just one big splattery painting. That's what my toilet looked like. I'm telling you, that shit was nothing to be proud of. But I was proud of it. Shit, I know how you guys like. I know how you guys like when we talk about these dookie stories. I don't know why, man, but it's funny to laugh about. But it's not funny to have. You know, it really ain't funny at all. I'm really upset about it. And since you guys got me laughing right now, my stomach even hurts now. Even worse. Bad karma. Bad karma. Yeah, somebody said you can't get it from Cheerios, but I can't think of what else I ate, because at first I thought it might have been an expired 211. Because I had it expired 211. It wasn't expired. It just really didn't taste right. It tasted really wrong. It tasted very, very much like that was not, you know, what we was going for.
I see a bag of bagels that I need.
Andy Schrock, motherfucker. I'm looking for a video you guys can watch without being annoyed. Oh, man. Yeah, when I went out and skated, I brought an extra pair of boxers just in case. 'Cause I'll tell you what, man. I was in L.A., this most recent L.A. trip, and the same shit got me, and I had to take a shit in the sewer. You know? So, that was one of them things. Do I not make skate videos no more? It seems like every video, I don't even make skate videos no more. Trying to get something interesting for you guys to watch. Oh, man. These videos are ridiculous. How much did the materials for my mini ramp cost? It doesn't matter. Because if you build one, it's going to cost you a different amount. Who cares? I get that question all the time. And it doesn't matter how much I paid, because you're going to pay a different price. So I did want to talk to you guys about, new decks are coming out. New cake muscle decks should be out in about 4 weeks. Currently, we're having a sale on cake muscle decks. 775s are 10% off. So get in there. The new decks are cool. One's kind of themed sort of like Mario Brothers. And one's themed like downtown Las Vegas and the Strip of Las Vegas. And to tell you guys my opinion, I think the Mario one's the coolest one by far. The Las Vegas one, I just kind of made that one because I feel like people will be interested. I plan on selling these decks in local skate shops, so I feel like the Las Vegas one should sell pretty well. There seems to be a lot of interest. So, just an update for you guys. Also, please check this out. John Lucero did a pretty cool interview today on Jenkum about, you know, just skateboarding. He called it, I think, de-evolution. Something like that, of skateboarding, to where skateboarding evolves and it gets to where everyone's doing the exact same thing, and then it de-evolves to where everyone wants to be different, and then everyone being different sort of becomes the exact same. He talked about people bringing back shaped boards, shit like that. So, I don't know. He seemed like a real mature guy, in my opinion. I mean, I've never met him. I have been a Black Label fan for a long time. I've watched Label Kills hundreds of times. By the way, guys, I'm a little bit fucking slow today in my talking because I'm dealing with a really gnarly stomach fucking pain. Feels like my stomach's just going like that. So that's kind of lame. But yeah, please check out the interview if you have 5 minutes to spare. He talks a lot about people who sell out, and he says like, okay, like this kind of sucks. It kind of sucks when people sell out, but then he also comes back and looks at it in like a non-biased way. He's kind of like, you know, it sucks that they sell out, but I can see why they do it. You know, everyone's gonna sell out to make a better life for their family, you know, kids and shit. So I don't know. For me, it was a real mature look at a lot of tough questions, that some people might be scared to answer. And he did a lot of cool talking about. This fucking scooter pissing me off. I forgot what I was even talking about. He did some talking about people who steal riders from other sponsors. Anyways, absolutely a good read. Go check it out. A lot of cool points that I didn't cover, so definitely check that out. Anyways, speaking of sponsors, I feel like I made a big mistake even mentioning that Cake Muscle was interested in sponsoring people, because I never in my life have I had so many retarded conversations in Facebook messages. Never in my life have I had so many just people who don't understand the point of being sponsored. So what I'm going to have to do is make a video. I used to have one years ago called Why You Aren't Sponsored. And I think I'm going to just have to remake that video, sit down, and I think I'm going to title it Why You Don't Deserve to Be Sponsored. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to have to title this one. Because, by the way, 2303 said, good read. Your fans can't read. That's hilarious. They can't tell time either. But one good thing did come of it. I did send one guy a free deck because he sent me a good video and, some good messages. But the majority of them were just like, number one, I've already mentioned this before. If you've never bought a Cake Muscle skateboard, why do you want to promote us? You don't even know how good the product is. What that means is you'll promote anything. And I feel like if you want to ride for Cake Muscle, I need my riders to have a little bit more integrity than that. Okay, we do have high standards. Number one, for skill. Number two, for quality of skating. Number three, for quality of your ability to market yourself and the company. Okay? If you've never marketed yourself, and you've never marketed a product, and you've never even bought a product, but you're willing to try to market it in exchange for money. Okay, I'm giving you decks, but for me that's money. Those decks cost me money. I paid cash for those decks. So what you're basically doing is asking me for money to do nothing. And that's what happened to me for this past week. Since the last NinjaCast, I've had message after message after message after message of people basically asking me for money in exchange for doing nothing. And I don't know. I'm not bitter about it. I'm not annoyed. I'm not complaining. I'm just fucking concerned about, like, is there no critical thinking anymore? Like, there's no thoughts happening anymore. It's just, oh, I heard sponsoring can happen. Wonder if it can happen to me. And it's like, oh, I for sure got the old, hey, I can kickflip. Can I be sponsored? No. This guy says it's people trolling me to get a reaction. They're not trolling me. I have this whole conversation. I've had kids that, I don't know, man. People that say, I don't have a Facebook, I don't have an Instagram, but I do want to send you this one cell phone clip of me 180ing over a crack. And I'm just like, oh shit, well that'd be a perfect prime sponsor. You're exactly what we're looking for. That's exactly what we're looking for. Someone with zero fan base, someone who influences zero people that no one gives a fuck about, who has never ridden a board. You're hired. Done. Send you a contract tomorrow. In fact, we're gonna put you on the payroll. I don't know. And there's also this sort of like core thing where it's like, fuck, dude, why are you guys interested in being sponsored? You're not even into skateboarding enough to be good at it. Like, I understand wanting to be sponsored, okay? I understand being good at skateboarding and actively going out looking for a sponsor. Because there's a lot of people that say,
Well, you don't have to go look for a sponsor. They'll come to you.
and I'm like, kind of. Kind of they will, but you should also be out there marketing yourself and promoting yourself. You should be getting your own name out there because no one's going to fucking do that for you. And if you find someone to do that for you, that's called an agent. So, sick. Congrats. You're going to give them fucking 15%. But the idea that you haven't even enjoyed skateboarding enough to gain like happiness out of it yet. You know, you have to spend a certain amount of time on the board to really gain, I don't know, I don't want to sound corny, but to gain respect for it. You know, to really understand what it's all about. And you're going to fucking hit me up when you've been skateboarding for 2 months. You can kind of kickflip. You're a horrible skateboarder. You have no fucking value to any company ever. And you don't even enjoy the fucking sport yet. But you somehow feel entitled to free products, a.k.a. free money. Free money. Everyone just wants free money. Good. Good for y'all. I don't know. It was just weird. But like I said, one good thing did come out of it. I did get one, guy who understood what was going on. He knew the game plan. He knew the drill. It wasn't his first rodeo. And he was a really skilled skateboarder. So I sent out some free product to that guy. And a couple of the guys who sent me sponsor tapes, I did send out stickers to. But, that was just, it was just kind of like a, hey, you're almost there. Keep me updated on your progress. Here's some stickers. Because, whatever. And I get a lot of this, too.
Well, I was going to buy a cake muscle deck, but I can't afford one.
Well, you think I want to sponsor a bunch of broke motherfuckers? Hell no. Get your shit together, man. Go get a job. You know how much a cake muscle deck costs? About 2 hours of work. Go work for 2 fucking hours, then buy a cake muscle deck. Jesus Christ, you lazy fucking people. What is it about this generation? I'll never get it. I'll never understand. But yeah, that happened. Anyway, I do plan on making a video called "Why You Don't Deserve to Be Sponsored." I feel like it'll be a hit, and it should open your guys' eyes. And to me, it's just common sense. To me, and my friends. To me, all my friends that skate. To Doug. To Andy. To Cairo. Like, it's common sense how this sponsorship works. The sponsorship stuff works. It's a very simple idea. And I just don't understand why this common sense is difficult. So, anyway, that's that. Next topic, Valentine's Day. It's coming up, right? What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Let me know in a comment below. Is it tomorrow? It is tomorrow. Today's Friday the 13th. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, man. It should be some fun times. Valentine's Day. I don't really celebrate it like I don't know, man. I know this chick was I'm dating, a chick or some chicks or whatever. I think I'm only gonna get, here's my Valentine's idea. I'm just gonna get this chick some Nutri-Grain bars because I know she likes Nutri-Grain bars, and I'm not gonna do this bullshit fucking flour thing because it's just a waste of my fucking time. Flowers are wildly overpriced. I don't fucking care about the romantic shit, and I don't want these fucking bitches to be getting used to me being like a fucking pussy. Like, I know you guys are gonna look at it different, like,
Oh, Ninja, would it kill you to be nice?
I don't know, man. Maybe you guys have a valid point, dude, but that shit ain't me, man. I'm not gonna fucking become a fake dude on Valentine's Day just to make some fucking chick happy. You know what I do to make chicks happy? I be my fucking self. So guess what I'm doing for Valentine's Day? I'm gonna be my fucking self. I'm gonna get a healthy snack that this bitch enjoys eating, and I'm gonna give it to her. 12-pack Nutri-Grains, apple cinnamon. There you go. And I was talking to my friends, and they're like, fuck, I gotta do all this planning. I gotta get the flowers delivered. I gotta pay for that. We gotta go to a nice dinner. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, you're way too stressed out for this to be an enjoyable experience. Like, you're gonna enjoy this shit, but you're gonna bitch and cry about all the stuff you have to do. That's not enjoyable. That's not a fun time. You're not having a good time with this. So I don't know, man. Just me. Valentine's Day. I don't know. It's a cool holiday, but I feel like if you're going above and beyond, I feel like you're just like trying to make up for something, you know? I'm trying to think if I've ever done like something super nice on Valentine's Day. I'll probably do like a flower in the past, you know. I'll go to the gas station, you know, get a beer or whatever, and then I'm like, oh shit, flowers are on sale. I'll pick up a flower. I remember one of these last chicks I was dating, it wasn't Valentine's Day. We only dated for like a month, but I was going to her house. I saw fucking it was in front of these apartments, this like garden. It was okay. The apartments here, I don't know if they're like this everywhere, but they are like this here. They'll have a big sign that says the apartment's name, and then around that will be like shrubs and like flowers and shit. So I reached in, grabbed the fucking flower, ripped it out by the roots, and then brought her this flower with no dirt, dripping in dirt. And she was stoked by it. You know, saved money, did something nice, took time out of my day to bend down and pick some shit up on a day in which otherwise I would have never even thought about it. I don't know. Valentine's Day, I'm torn. I'm just not really into any holiday either, man. You guys see me on Christmas. I don't give a fuck about Christmas. I'll tell you what holidays I give a fuck about. Shit like Australia Day. You know? Even like that Irish Day, I don't care about. And I'm white as fuck. Even like the Irish Day, I can't think of. St. Patrick's Day. It's all about like drinking and partying. On those days, I don't even party that much. Because I'm just like, why the fuck do I got to celebrate this shit? I don't know anyone who's actually from Ireland. Well, I'm going to wear a bunch of green shit so some fucking faggot doesn't pinch me? What kind of fucking nerd goes around pinching people anyway? Stupidest holiday ever. Doesn't make any sense. Bro, you go around pinching people because they're not wearing green, you're a low-down fag. For sure. Anyway. So, maybe you guys can change my mind. If I'm looking at Valentine's Day wrong, let me know. I know you guys are on this whole like, oh, but I'm in love with her. Okay, that's sick, dude. You know, maybe that's the difference. Maybe that's the difference between me and y'all. Who knows? I sure don't. But yeah, I try to, you know, try to be nice to these chicks, you know, treat them nice, you know, do nice shit, and that way every day is kind of like Valentine's Day. But then I'm gonna go out of my way on Valentine's Day to do what? To not be myself? Whatever. I need to make more skate videos. And cards. Yeah, I'm not going to buy no fucking cards. Cards, on top of that, are wildly overpriced also. I'm going to pay $4 for a card that says I love you when I for sure don't love you, and with a bunch of fucking pink bunnies and shit on it. Fuck no. You got me fucked up. Anyway. By the way, guys, if you guys like videos we make, or if you like videos I post on Facebook or whatever, please share them. Okay? Copy the link, throw it on Facebook, or, you know, hit that share button, or do whatever, because it means a lot to us. It helps the channel grow. We're this close to 100,000 subscribers. We're right there. And I feel like you guys have been slacking. But in all honesty, you know, it might even just be me that's been slacking, because I mean, I've been slacking a little bit too. I'll be honest with you guys. But I don't know. I think funny idea that I think we want to do. I think I'm going to do maybe like a scooter video per month. And the next one I have it in my head, but I don't want to tell you guys because I don't want to blow it. But I have this idea in my head where I want to make another scooter video. And if it comes out as good as I want it to come out, man, it's gonna be sick. Be fucking sick. Like, whatever I can do to make the scooter community like flip their shit and get all upset, I'll for sure do it. And I have like I have a pretty good idea in mind. This guy's all mad.
Motherfucker, we're all subscribed to you. How the hell are we slacking?
I mean, I guess you guys aren't spreading the word. Sorry, guys. I mean, I know I'm out here right now not getting paid at all to fucking entertain you with my talking and give you guys some video to watch, so I'm doing something. You guys came here to chat. To chat and have fun. I mean, you know, the time I spend out here is actual time. You can actually put it into like hours. The time you guys spend, I could put it into seconds how long it takes to share a video. 1. I'll do the math for you right now. This is how many this is how many seconds it takes to share a video. 1. It takes 1 second. Oh man. So, yeah, if you guys like the videos we're doing, please share them. If you don't like them, don't share them. Half you motherfuckers got ad block anyway, so you're not doing shit for us. So it's Friday the 13th, and I wanted to talk about something that they do here in Las Vegas. They give away $13 tattoos, but you have to pick the tattoo. You have to pick the tattoo from like a list of like 10 tattoos. So number 1, you're getting a really cheap tattoo. Number 2, you're getting a tattoo that probably 10 other people, 15, 20, maybe 100 people got that day. So you're in no way creative. So now you're cheap. Now you're cheap. That guy just got banned. So now you're cheap and uncreative, and I don't get it. I think some people go get the tattoo because it's like, it's cool to get the tattoo. You know, I'm getting a deal. It's cool to get the tattoo, and man, it's just fucking so dope to get tattooed. And I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be like getting all inked up for all of 7 minutes. I don't know. Oh, this guy over here is bitching about like I don't know. Apparently, you know, something I said got him all onioned up. I'm over here chopping onions because I hear some tears are flowing. You guys can check that shit out in the chat. A lot of what people do here is they try to get attention in the chat, and I don't think they realize like you are taking time out of your day to watch me talk. So I don't know. You could say the most like meanest shit ever, and I would still be like you're still doing like a really nice thing for me. You're taking time out of your day to focus your energy on shit that I'm doing. You know what I mean? There's entertainers, and then there's the audience, and you're still in the back row, bro. Sorry, you're the one paying the entry fee. I'm the one collecting. I never really understood that people would take time out of their day to hate. But it's like, man, even when you're hating, you're showing me love. You know? I really didn't get it. Back in the day, the YouTube feed system worked a little bit different. So it was really crazy back in the day because it was wonderful. Every time somebody hated on my video, they shared my video with all their subs and all their friends. And that was fucking great. Like it was a real cool like checks and balances. Because it was like, oh, if you want to say something negative about me, you're also going to let the world know, come check this guy out. And that was cool how YouTube was back in the day. It's a little bit different now, but really enjoyed that shit. That's kind of how I look at it now. The ones that bother me are the ones that just flat out lie. Like they say like, it's like cake muscle decks are awful. And it's like, they're not awful. I mean, you know, a lot of pro skaters enjoy them since we get them from the same manufacturer. So I wouldn't say that they're bad products. They're actually really great products. Oh, man. But yeah, if you watch the videos all day long with ad block and you've never shared a video, then you're not doing anything to support me. So get this weird, like, childish entitlement attitude off your mind, because you're not helping at all. You're just getting it for free. And I don't mind. I don't mind giving it out for free. I don't mind making you guys laugh for free. But when I make you laugh for free and then you bitch about it, it's like, that's cool, man. Go for it. I mean, that just defines you as a person. I don't got to hang out with you. And the fact of the matter is, if I met a lot of you guys, man, we would never fucking hang out. You fucking nerds. But a lot of you guys I would hang out with, and I do. I feel like I'm one of the only guys on YouTube to where you send me a message and say, hey, Ninja, I'm coming out to Vegas for 3 days. You want to party? 9 times out of 10, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, let's go. I'll tell you which bar to meet me at. Let's roll. And I don't want to call nobody out, but I feel like, you hit up Doug or Cairo or Josh Katz or Andy Schrock or a lot of these guys. You just send them a message and just say, hey, dude, I'm in your city. We should hang out. A lot of them will just be like, yeah, I'll tell you what spots are cool. But I'm just out here doing me, man. I got nothing to hide, I feel like I'm one of the realest motherfuckers out here. And, speaking of Andy Schrock, man, I feel like that's one of the reasons why he takes off, too, because he's not faking nothing, man. He just keeps it real. Andy Schrock's a real motherfucker, and all these guys are. But then you get a lot of these people out here, especially on YouTube, kind of just trying to fake their way in, trying to fit the mold of like, oh, this works good on YouTube for that guy, so I'm going to try to do that shit. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. The other day somebody was asking me about cake muscle and copyright claims. Like, what if... Like, oh, man, what if somebody fucking files copyright infringement on cake muscle? What are you going to do? And I'm like, I'll just not give a fuck. I mean, what are they going to... They're gonna steal my millions of dollars that I make? They're gonna steal my fucking vast empire of gold coins that I go into my vault and I jump in and I swim through like Scrooge McDuck. Nah, I don't give a fuck, man. You get me for some copyright shit on a cake muscle deck? Good fucking luck, man. It costs you motherfuckers more than you would ever make. It would cost you motherfuckers more to do the paperwork. I mean, the ink cartridge would cost more than you would get out of me. That's just crazy. Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about that stuff, man. I'll jump over that bridge when it comes. You guys kind of know. Look at this fucking guy. You guys know how I look at that shit. I don't fucking care. I mean, I'll change the company name if I have to. This shit ain't fucking serious. I would like, I'd be stoked if Cake Muscle tomorrow turned into like Huff. But the fact of the matter is, it never will. So who cares? Might as well just have fun with this shit. Might as well make some funny designs. Might as well make some funny videos. My YouTube could get shut down tomorrow, and all we would have to blame is whatever pussies reported me. And all that does is prove my point that the world's becoming, filled more and more with fucking pussies. Which is fine by me, man. When pussies take over the world, that's when I'll just go back and get a job. I'll just go back fixing slot machines or doing security or something like that. I didn't mean to go off on that tangent for too long, guys. You just got me caught in it. So I want to tell you guys a story about when when we ate food from the trash. And it's not as bad as it sounds. Somebody brought it up the other day, and I totally forgot it ever happened. And this is going to lead into a funny drunk story. So stay with me, guys. So my friend Justin Fig, currently in prison right now. He's locked up in High Desert. So me and him, we hang out all the time when he's not locked up. And anyways, back in the day, he got a job at Popeye's Chicken. And it was a brand new Popeye's Chicken. It was a Popeye's Chicken that just opened. So they had to train everybody. They had to get all the fryers and cooking things working right off the bat. So they hired a whole staff. And then before the place opened, they just taught them how to cook. It was like a 5-day course, because, of course, they had different shifts. And Everyone couldn't make the perfect times. So they take what is this fucking
Wow, you seriously don't answer.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry you're so entitled to an answer. Jesus Christ, man. Unsub. Anyways. So, they teach these guys how to cook food. So they just cook food all day long. And instead of like taking the food home to their family, they are required to throw the food away. So they throw the food away while it's in its box. Like they would do like the dinner rolls, box them up, as if they were going to give them to you in like a drive-thru or whatever. Box them up, put them in a bag, like a drive-thru bag, then put that bag in the trash. Like they would train you to do like the drive-thru. They would get you ready for the drive-thru. Here, you'd have to say shit like 222 and whatever. So it's just all this fresh, warm food in the trash. So Justin, he would mark out which bags were really good. He would mark out the bags with all the good shit. Like the nice chicken, the fancy sandwiches and stuff. Anyways, so after everything closed, we would go down there, grab a couple of giant garbage bags full of chicken, and just grub. We would grub that trash chicken. And to a lot of people, they thought it was gross. Like, they were really weirded out by it. Because I would pull up right in the car, pop the dumpster, pull out the bags, pull out the shit in the bags, throw them in the trunk full of chicken. We were living good. And by the way, man, we were super broke back in the day. And I'm talking broke like we would buy like $8 vodkas, and that shit would be for like 13 people. Nowadays, number one, I don't drink liquor, but if my friends are buying an $8 vodka, that shit's going to get split between like 3 people. You know what I mean? Anyways, so I would always be cruising around for like a week. I'd be cruising for like a week with just chicken on the daily. Like, I wouldn't keep it in there for a day and let it get old, but we was out there. And okay, here's where it gets into the drunk story. One day I'm cruising around, man, got my trunk full of chicken. We end up at this party. This party was in a neighborhood called Boxtown. I remember it clear as day. I drank too much that night, I'll be honest with you guys. So I'm out here getting super fucked up, and then we know what, we get hungry. So we go out, we open the trunk, we eat all the chicken. Okay, so now I'm out of chicken for the night. We ate all the chicken. Go back in the house, back to partying. Keep on partying, keep on partying, keep on partying. Keep on getting fucked up. And then I think to myself, I'm really drunk at this point. I think to myself, oh man, like I'm really drunk right now. I need to go get some chicken. I got a whole trunk full of chicken. I go out to the trunk full of chicken. I open it up, and I'm like astounded that there's no food in here because I had forgot we already ate it hours before. Like probably an hour and a half before. I didn't realize that. I forgot that shit ever happened. So I'm in here like, where the fuck is the chicken at? Like thinking I had just been robbed or something. It's a goddamn chicken thief running around the streets of Vegas, and I'm just another victim. So I start to lose my cool, and obviously it's not a logical response to having lost your chicken. But hey, I mean, you're fucked up, so you're not thinking logically. So I run inside, man. I'm pissed. I'm like, where the fuck is my chicken? Most of the people are starting to leave. It's maybe like 3 or 4 people left at the party. For whatever reason, I thought it was a good idea to start taking out my frustrations on the wall. So, boom, punch the wall, hole breaks. Boom, punch the wall, hole breaks. Now, I'm usually not the type of person to punch walls. I don't know why that was a good idea. I don't punch walls. That's stupid. If I get mad, I'll just go home. Well, I guess, you know what? Maybe that's why I punched the wall, because in this situation, I was way too fucked up to go home. Anyway, the guy that owns the house runs out. He goes, who the fuck is punching holes in my fucking walls? I'm just like, I didn't expect him to come out. I don't know what I expected, man. I was mindless at this time. So he comes out, who the fuck's punching holes in my wall? And I'm just like, yeah, man, who the fuck is punching holes in this wall? Oh, it was that motherfucker that just left. And then I ran outside. And I was like, hey, motherfucker, you can't just punch holes in walls and leave. I made up this whole story about this kid who punched the hole. Man, I made up a story about this kid who came in, punched a hole in the wall, and then ran away. And it was so obviously fake. I'm not telling this story like I got away with it. It was so hilariously, obviously fake that it was me that did it. It was nobody around. So then the dude got mad. I think he punched me a couple times. Like, get the fuck out of my house, this and that. And I was like, hey, man, I tried to get him. I couldn't get him. Like, obviously, I'm still not even thinking straight. I'm still just, like, trying to say, like, some dude ran away. You know what it is, dog. You know what it is, dog. You know what it is. I'm a victim, too, because somebody just stole my chicken. Probably the same dude punched a hole in that wall. We got a connection, motherfucker. We got to find some clues. I didn't say none of that, but that would have been a great story. Anyways, I left after that. I think I had to walk down the street and get some food. At the end of the day, I woke up the next day, felt bad about it. Bought some wall patch. And I called him. He didn't answer. I called him. He would not fucking answer my calls. He was mad as fuck. Which, I mean, you know, that's okay. I would be too. So I got a hold of him through a friend. I was like, listen, man, I'm going to come by. I'm going to patch up your wall. I already got all the materials and tools and shit. I'm going to come over, patch that wall up. We'll be good. So he let me come in, patched up the wall. All's well that ends well, baby. And then a couple weeks later, he went to jail for having a lingerie party with underage girls. So you know what? Fuck that dude. That's the moral of the story, man. Moral of the story is don't be a fucking retard. So, anyways, guys. I don't really have any more cool topics. Let's go to question and answer. Since it's that time, you know, that part of the show when we usually do question and answer always comes at the end of the show. Weird, right? That we've always been doing that, but people up here are still bitching about, why didn't you answer my fucking mail? Oh, man. What am I doing? Trick tips here? I don't want to watch this. Yeah, man. Some good stories today. Good stories in this NinjaCast. Oh, boy. My stomach is bothering me. After this NinjaCast, I'm going to run in there and take a fat dookie. I mean, you know what? Actually, it won't even be a fat dookie. It's going to be a real thin, watery dookie. Tell you right, boy. Any new ideas besides designs for cake muscle? Nah, probably not. Biggest handrail you've ever skated? I skated at 13. I crooked it a long time ago. I crooked it twice. I crooked it first time. I crooked it perfect. And this fucking retarded filmer. Oh my God, his name was Foster. This retarded filmer, man. He's not retarded now, but at the time it was really upsetting. I crooked a 13 stair. And I landed it perfectly bolts, and he stopped recording. And I was like, why the fuck did you stop recording? He's like, I didn't think you was gonna land that one. It's like, bro, you didn't think I was gonna fucking land now. I'm skating a 13 stair. You know, whether I landed or not, I could be breaking my fucking leg right now. And you get, I don't know, man. He didn't film it. So then I did it again, and it was a little bit sloppier, but that one was filmed good. It's on my channel somewhere. If you look up Ninja Oldies, you'll find it in there. I have a whole playlist on my channel. What would you change in your life if you had a child? I don't plan on having a child. I don't know, man. I'm kind of bummed out on people who accidentally have children, because it's kind of crazy, right? Like I feel like there's no accidental child. No one's ever been like, oh shit, I put my fucking dick in a pussy and I came and it was just weird. A child happened. That never happens. It's just like, man. First thing I would do if I ever had a kid is I would take responsibility for it. You know what I mean? Like, and what I mean by take responsibility for it is not be like,
Well, I didn't know she was gonna have a kid, or
I didn't know he was gonna come in me. Oh God, man, you guys are your little sad story, man. I got this for you. Give me your fucking sad victim story, man. You guys need to take responsibility for your own fucking actions, man. That goes for everybody. That'll improve your life. You start taking responsibility for your own actions instead of, you know, crying and bitching and shit like that. I don't know. Oh, man. Will trick tips be a weekly thing? I would love to make trick tips a weekly thing, but I don't know. Trick tips are really easy to make when I have someone filming me, but they become a little bit harder to make when I got to film them myself. Like the wall ride trick tip, that took me a lot longer than it needed to. That shit took like a half hour. For me, a trick tip to film, you guys know how I talk. Most of my shit's in like one take anyway. I don't need to sit here and practice my lines all day. I just go in there, tell you what the fuck I think about the trick, tell you what works for me, tell you what problems I run into, and then bang, trick's over. Land 5 of them from 5 different angles. Trick tip over, easy. It's just, it's a lot easier for me to film those when I got people to film. And right now, I don't know what it is, man. A lot of people are just working on different things, you know. A lot of people got school. A lot of people are doing work. A lot of people are just falling off of skateboarding. This guy. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I don't know. And on top of that, man, it's just hard, you know. I could go find somebody to film it, but I also have standards for filming, you know. So that's one of the reasons why I don't like to let techs film me too much, because I know I'm gonna have to do my trick 5 different times. You know, I'd rather just fucking film it myself. Let's say a filmed angle would look better. Well, you know what looks better is me fucking not having to do the trick 9 times because somebody can't listen. So, do I think I can get back to as good as I was in 2004, 2006? I don't know. Maybe. I was a really talented skater back then, but you also think like back then, you know, my tranny skills weren't as good as they are now. Back then, my pool skating skills weren't as good as they are now. Back then, you know, I'm trying to think of something else I'm better at now. That might be it. I don't know. Yeah, I think if I really tried really hard, but I don't know. I get a lot more out of skateboarding now than I did back then. Like now it's a lot more relaxed and I can still be challenged, whereas back in the day it was like just a race to be the best, and it was a little more stressful than it is fun. Or at least compared to now. I'm not going to say skating was more stressful than fun, but you compare it to now, compared to then, I was like, just all I wanted to do was get good. All I wanted to do was get better. All I wanted to do was land this next new trick. And now I'm kind of got this attitude where it's like, well, I've landed, you know, like pretty much every trick I ever wanted to land. So I don't know. 41 says, do you not mess with handrails because of health insurance? Yeah, I used that excuse for a little while. I'm about to have health insurance in a little bit, so I'll probably jump back on some. But I'm definitely not going to be reckless. You know, when I was younger, I was real reckless. You know, I would learn front feebles, and I would immediately, like, next day, boom, I'm trying that shit down a handrail. So now it's like, okay, you know, what I really want to do is front nose a handrail. My front noses are good. I got a mean front nose. You guys tell me all the time that my tricks are really competitive. I'm sorry. My tricks are really repetitive. I definitely meant to say repetitive. And I don't know, for me that's fine. I don't care if my tricks are repetitive. All the better for me to take them down bigger and better stuff. So, what do I think about Tinder? I have no idea, bro. I've never used Tinder. I don't know. I'm familiar with it. You know, I don't know exactly how it works, but I've read a lot about it and seen people use it. Tinder's funny, man. Tinder's one of them things where, like, this is what's funny about Tinder. Dudes get on Tinder and they fuck a couple chicks and they think that they're hot shit. But you know who runs fucking Tinder is the bitches. Like, the chicks on Tinder are literally fucking a lot of dudes. And a lot of you guys like to put chicks on a pedestal like,
No, she's talking to me. She said nice shit to me.
if you're dating a chick on Tinder and you think that, like, let's say you date her for a week and then you fuck after a week, then you're retarded, because I promise you there's 10 dudes out there who it only took one day. They got it done in one day. So it's just like, Tinder would be cool, man, if you just want to go in there and fuck a bitch for the night. But don't get it twisted thinking like, man, I'm a man, dude. I just fucked a few bitches off Tinder. You know what, man? You did, and that's cool. I'm happy you got your rocks off, and for sure, it made your day better. But don't go in there thinking like, oh man, I got these bitches locked now. You don't got no bitch locked. Any bitch who's on Tinder, she's running the game. Promise. You can bet that. You can take that to the fucking bank. Any bitch who's on Tinder, she's running the show. She's out here sorting through which dick she wants to fuck that night. Don't think that you're out here fucking choosing bitches, man. They're plucking you. But I feel like it's like that with pretty much any dating site, I mean, you look at the ratio of men to women on Tinder, or at least the ratio of like messages sent. What if someone should do a study, the ratio of messages sent or like conversations initiated? You know what I mean? Like who starts the conversation first? I would not be surprised if it was 98-2. 98% of conversations started were by men. Whereas you think like you go to a fucking bar, or I don't know what fucking kids do. You go to a music concert, you'd have a way better chance of fucking a bitch. And you might even fuck around and find a bitch who's not going to fuck 3 dudes that same day. But hey, that's just my opinion. Tukin Tullet says, do I have a girlfriend? No, I do not have a girlfriend. I date women. There's no reason to have a girlfriend. For me, at least. At the moment. So, we'll answer a couple more questions, guys, from the chat, and then we will call it a day. Why are dark slides so rare in the pro scene? I feel like dark slides are rare in every scene. Number one, because it's like a circus trick. Number two, it's a trick that can't really be done that consistently. And number three, it ruins your grip tape. Ruins your skateboard much faster than any other trick. So. Anyways, will I ever skate England? Yeah, I'll skate England when you pay for my plane ticket. Fair enough. Whenever, whenever anyone asks me,
Will you ever skate here? Can you come skate here?
Yeah, buy the ticket, I'll be there. Be there, dude. You got it. Be there tomorrow. When are the new Cake Muscle boards coming out? About 4 weeks. I'm hoping. About 4 weeks. Oh, man. So I got offered to do skate classes today, like to be like a skate coach, but I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. I don't want to go too far into it, but if anybody in Las Vegas wants to maybe make a little bit of extra money on the side being a skate coach or teaching skate lessons to little kids, let me know on Facebook. 6 weeks. We got to have you for 6 weeks, 2 days a week, I believe. I'll get more info about it if any of you guys live in Vegas. Oh, man. Funniest skate mission you've had? I have no idea, dude. There's a million of them. I couldn't even. There's no way I could think of one. I had a lot of. Speaking of this major trip, I had a lot of fun times with these guys because every time we would skate the big park, it's called Brownsville Park with Major Crew, it was an hour drive. So every day we would be riding. I would have them in the car for 2 hours, like an hour drive there and an hour drive back. And those were some funny times. Just a lot of funny shit to do to, what is this guy talking about? Anyways, a scooter backflip update. I haven't been on a scooter since the last time I was there. I don't know. It's not that appealing. I'd be more prone to do the scooter backflip next time I go to Woodward because the foam pit is better. The foam pit at this skate park that's here, you have to drop in on a really steep ramp. And It's just stupid, man. Dropping in on a scooter's annoying. Riding the scooter's annoying. You know, only having 1 second to set up your trick is annoying. It's just stupid, man. Whereas if I go learn backflip at Woodward, that shit will take 30 seconds. I will land one in the foam pit and then land one on the fucking ramp, and then I've learned backflip on the easiest sport ever. What would I do if I was invited to Street League? I think I did get invited once, but not to skate, just to be a brand ambassador or something like that. They just wanted me to fucking promote the thing without getting paid, and I was asking them, like, okay, well, like, you know, how much compensation are we talking for my time? And they were like, we're not going to compensate you. You're just going to get a lot of followers. And I was like, okay, or I'll just go to fucking work that day. That was pretty much how it went. They were like, we're not going to pay you for promoting our event and doing actual fucking work and showing up early and leaving late and tweeting throughout the contest and missing part of it. Instead of paying you, we're just going to give you some followers. And I was just like, the fuck you are? Get the fuck out of here. I'd rather stay home and sleep. Fuck out. I'll watch it on TV. Or I'll just, you know, like I told them, like, I'd rather just go to work. Or, you know, I'll make a YouTube video that day and be more productive. So, that's it. Alright, guys, last question, and then let's call it a wrap. Have I bought any guns lately? Nah, I have not bought any guns lately. I do want to sell that CZ75. I want to trade it for a pocket gun. But, I don't know if I'm going to really have the means to do that. I did just buy a bunch of ammo, though, so I'm probably going to make some shooting videos really soon. So that'll be fun. Anyways, guys, let's wrap it up. I will hang out in the chat, like I always do. Chat with you guys, answer any questions that I missed, which, I prefer you guys to ask questions that I can talk about. When you ask me a fucking boring yes-no question and I ignore it 10 times, it's because I didn't want to fucking answer that question. And I would think that that'd be common sense, but it's not common sense. I don't understand what the fuck you guys are thinking. You know I'm a human, right? Like, I can read and I can see and I can make decisions. So when I ignore your shit 1,000 times, I'm making the decision not to answer your fucking question. Anyways. So I'll hang out in the chat. We've been putting up some really cool videos lately. Look out for this Metro stuff. And check out Addy's Nollie Shove Feeble Big Spin. If you like that video or any other video on the channel, don't forget to share so that more people can subscribe. We are right around the corner for 100K. So 100K, dude. We're probably going to do some kind of giveaway. It's going to be cool. And the sooner we get there, the better, I guess. I mean, we're going to get there regardless, so I guess, you know, I'm going to be doing the giveaway anyway. But the sooner we get there, the sooner it happens. So, I don't know. Whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I think it went well. Let me know. What did we talk about today? Let me know you guys' thoughts on Valentine's Day. Let me know you guys' thoughts on eating Popeyes out of the trash. Let me know you guys' thoughts on food poisoning, guys, because I'm really trying to shake this. And if you have like a remedy or something, help me. You feel me? Until next time, I'll be in the chat. And, yeah, see you next time. Hope you enjoy what we're doing out here. Kuna Matata. Bitches.